Welcome everyone. Madman bringing you another RSL video. Today's video is Nightmare Clan Boss, Spirit Affinity, using the budget Unkillable team. Still using Maneater and Painkeeper with Geo and Ninja as the DPS champions, and for Spirit, since Zargala is Force, Zargala is the slow boy stun target. The difference here is mainly Painkeeper doing A1 instead of A2, and it's just a A1, A1, A2, A3 rotation, A1, A1, A2, A3, A1, A1, A2, A3, until you get into this tune here, which actually is in tune by 6 here. You're going to get a little movement here and these other two turns, but literally once you see Maneater's A3 show up here, you can hit full auto. So this is a tune, just follow it. I did have to do a little Photoshop because obviously you can't manipulate Deadwood's website calculator there to move things around. It's all going to be based on how you punch things in over here. So I carefully just switched it all around so that way if you see Unkillable or something that seems off out of place, don't pay attention to these. It is all about following the champion and what skill they're using at that time. If you follow that, once you get to turn 6, finish that off, you get full auto. All this should line up and you go about your day. We'll go into the champs next, and then we'll do a run to show you. Okay, the first champ here is Ninja. He's just on a lifesteal and speed sets. Doesn't have to be. That's just what I have him in for right now. I do use him in other areas. But his stats, as you can see, 36,000. So I'm trying to keep all my DPSs, Maneater and Painkeeper as well, in the 35,000 to 37,000 range. A little higher for Painkeeper. His attack's 5,200. His defense is a little low, but for Ninja it doesn't matter, because what's going to happen is he is going to do his HP burn right before the stun. When he does his HP burn, he puts a veil on, so he will not be the stun target unless all of them are under veil. So his defense is not ultra critical. Like I said, 163 speed, 101 crit rate, 179 crit damage. Was a little higher, but it is what it is right now. And then a speed or accuracy of 233. His skills are fully booked. And as you can see here, like I said, each hit, chance to place an HP burn for 3 turns. Also places a perfect veil buff for 2 turns on this champion. So we don't have to worry about him being a stun target, even against negative affinities. His masteries, just did standard clan boss build down here to War Master, because I use them in different areas. Lore of Steel, and went to get the accuracy there. Probably need to turn this off. You don't want any turn meter stuff, but it does work, so I am not too concerned about it right now. You want Life Drinker on them, especially if you don't have sets like Lifesteal on, so that when he does hit, he gets a little bit of healing, so that he'll heal above more than your stun target. Okay, we have Maneater here. He's in a Toxic set and Immortal. It's not even completely rolled up, but we did get to the stats we wanted, between 35 and 37,000 HP for him. You want ideally probably 2,100, but you can go as high as you want on the defense For Maneater, it's the HP that's more the critical requirement there. Would like to have him some more attack, but he's at 200 attack, 240 speed, which we managed to pull off between Immortal and Toxic, 100% crit rate, 120% crit damage, but we want his accuracy to be the lowest possible. I kind of want him to crit to, get a little harder hits out, but I don't want him to place his skills here. His A1 does decrease attack. We don't want decrease attack on the clan boss, especially with Geo in the mix. But he is fully booked. You don't have to have the damage part of booked. This one, you don't need booked either. But the Unkillable, you do have to have booked with the Unkillable and block debuffs. His masteries, I don't really need them all, but we came down here to where we have Retribution and Deterrence for counterattack measures, and then kind of again, Helm Smasher, or a Warm Bastard, sorry, Clan Boss build with Life Drinker. We don't want any Cyclone Magic or anything else that's going to affect the turn meter on him. So, those are his masteries. Okay, Painkeeper here. Speed set, Toxic set. Again, got her in the 35 to 37,000 HP range. Might want a little closer. You could probably bump hers all the way up to about 39. Again, want at least 2,000, but preferably a little bit higher defense. Got her up to 2,300 in attack, 100% crit rate, 150% crit damage. Some accuracy, but for her it doesn't matter. She is fully booked, but you don't have to book the damage. The heals, you definitely would like to have this booked, as well as to the cooldown. And her A3 you have to have fully booked as well. She is just a rare, so it's a lot easier to book her. So, why not just fully book her? And then on with her masteries again, kind of same thing, down to War Master, got some Life Drinker. Now, her A1 does have a little bit of turn meter. So in this particular case, we don't want to go with Retribution or Deterrence, because if she counterattacks, she's going to be using that A1. That'll throw off the turn meter. So we just kind of went down the defensive tree there, gave her some defensive stats, and there you go for Painkeeper. Geomancer, as you can see, is my second one, so kind of nice here to have too. But again, broken set other than the speed set. Doesn't really matter on him too much. That 35 to 37,000 HP range. I got more attack on him. Not quite 2,100 defense as I'd like, but it's above 2,000. 177 speed. Over 100% crit rate. Almost 170% crit damage. We definitely want high accuracy. I recommend at least 250. Might be a little bit too high there, but you definitely want his HP burns to land. And those are his stats. Now, my second Geomancer, he's fully booked on his A1. Just kind of got lucky when it comes to the books here. Not quite fully booked here on his A2. And not quite fully booked on his A3. So if you're going to use Geomancer in a budget Unkillable, and you're going to use him as a DPS and not a stun target, you want to book this stuff 4 turn cooldown, not 3 turn cooldown. Like I said, so I got lucky with the books. Didn't want to take a chance of hitting this one just to catch this one, which doesn't really matter. That'll book down, or that'll get turned to a 3-turn cooldown, as well as his quicksand grafts there. 3-turn cooldown when Painkeeper does her skills. So every 3 turns it'll be constant, and as you can see, he places the HP burn and a 25% weaken for 3 turns. So we're going to place this at the start of every AoE 1. I'm using him as a DPS champion. That way I don't have to worry about any affinities as far as Geo is concerned. I can run Geo and Ninja as a DPS, or I could run another DPS with Geo, and then I can pick my stun targets based on what affinity clan boss I'm facing and not have to change out Geo's gear. Since I have 2 of them, it's a lot easier for me that way. If you want to use him as the DPS champion in the budget Unkillable, then you need to fully book him. Anyway, his masteries here, again, standard clan boss to war master with life drinker build, and we just went down to get some accuracy, lore steel to help us place that HP burn. Not that it matters for master hexer to extend it. Well, I mean, it might extend it, but it's not really that big deal since it's on a 3-turn cooldown anyway. And Ninja's going to override it. And then just Sniper to increase the chance of placing it. So any little bit that helps. So that is Geomancer. So Zargala is the slow boy stun target. She's just 5-star level 50, not even ascended. She does have some perception gear, but again, the stats are what are important here. So she's at a little over 39,000 HP, so kind of in that range between 39 and 40,500, 41,000. And her defense is below 1,500, well below, so that's good. And then her speed is exactly 121 for Nightmare, and we did give her some accuracy. We don't really care about crit rate, crit damage. She's not in here to be doing damage at this moment. She is not booked on her skills, and she has no masteries. So that is Zargala's build for Slow Boy on Nightmare. Okay, so we're going to do a Spirit Clan boss here. Nightmare with the budget Unkillable. Let's get into it. So with this one, we're a little different. We're going to do A2 with the Maneater, A1 with Painkeeper, HP burn with Geo. Then we're going to do A3 with Ninja, A3 with Zargala, A3 with Maneater, A1 again with Painkeeper, and A2 with Geomancer. Now we're going to do A1 with Maneater, A2 with Painkeeper, A2 with Ninja, A2 with Zargala, A2 with Maneater, and A1 with Geomancer. Okay, so Zargala took the stun, that's good. A3 with Painkeeper, A1 with Ninja, A1 with Maneater, A3 with Geo, A1 with Painkeeper, then A1 with Zargala, A3 with Maneater, A3 with Ninja, A1 with Painkeeper, A2 Geo, A2 Maneater, then turn 5 is A2 Painkeeper, A2 Ninja, A1 Zargala, A1 Maneater, A1 Geomancer, stun goes there, turn 6. A3 with Painkeeper, A2 with Maneater, A1 with Ninja, A3 with Geomancer, I'm on turn 6, A3 with Zargala, A1 Painkeeper, A1 Maneater, and we got A3 with Ninja, A1 Painkeeper, A2 Geomancer, A1 Maneater, then we have A2 with Zargala, A2 with Painkeeper, A2 Ninja, A2 Maneater, A1 Geo, A3 Painkeeper, A1 Maneater, A1 Ninja, A1 Zargala, A3 Geo, A1 Painkeeper, and A3 Maneater. Now, it should be auto from here. So here we are on turn count 48, 43 million and counting. Another solid 1 key for Nightmare Clan Boss. So there you go, 44.85. Wouldn't worry about Zargala, but a little over 14 million for Ninja, 18 for Geo, 6.3 and 5.7 for Maneater and Painkeeper there. So like I said, Spirit Affinity, Nightmare, that's the tune. 1 key, budget Unkillable. Have a good day.